Toon Grin.
Alphas, the first rule of a hunt is to control your fears.
But Winston, great leader. We're the wolves, they're the prey. What do we have to fear?
Stinky, is that mud on your snout, or is it always brown?
Oh, God. Oh, God! No! 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 What did this have to do with Halloween? How is it these movies associate with a holiday, then completely ignore the holiday? I didn't expect wolves to get in costume, go trick-or-treating or something like that, but what the hell? A wolf ghost? That's now part of the Alpha and Omega canon now, I guess? Why boy? You didn't even get to the third one yet. Get out, you whore! Okay, so this is bad. I haven't seen Alpha Omega 3 yet, but it couldn't have been worse than this. I mean, it doesn't make any sense at all!
The best of the three sequels, this movie has a striking resemblance to the original film with its intense action scenes and heartwarming moments. I only wish it was longer than 45 minutes.
How dare you? How dare you? Wish that this crap was longer! You know what? For this Halloween special, first off, second off, I don't want to build this up anymore. So let's just begin this review. This is Alpha and Omega, The Legend of Sawtooth Cave, here on Cartoon Corner. Well, what a surprise! The box art sucks. Our bug-eyed pups are back to stare into our souls, and Stinky and Runt are still interchangeable design-wise as always. And wait, why is there a squirrel with them? What, for that one flashback scene where a wolf fails to catch it, he gets the front of the box treatment? Well, I guess it's only fair, seeing how the duck with one scene and the random porcupine also make it to the front of the box for no reason. But the back is where it gets really good for this movie. A possum adventure that will leave you howling for more. I swear, every time one of these puns is mentioned, someone should just go out and strangle a wolf with their bare hands. Or at least give one a firm slap across the face. Oh, but this gets even better. The Alpha and Omega share a thrilling adventure filled with suspense, humor, and heartwarming moments after Runt sneaks off to explore the haunted Sawtooth Cave. When Runt finds a wolf who's been driven from her pack for being different, he musters all his courage to help her and learns the joys of lending a paw to a friend in need. You want to know the problem with that? It literally ruins the movie's twist entirely! Hell, imagine you read the back of the box for Citizen Kane and it just read Rosebud is the name of his sled. You're welcome! Now, how does the Alpha and Omega fanbase think of this movie? They love it, apparently! A majority praising its dark writing, excellent animation, and deep characters. And I just gotta ask, what movie were you watching? And can I get a copy of that one, please? We start off in a valley where Dumb One and Girl One, aka Stinking Claudette, are in Alpha School, learning stuff about killing things. You know, the family-friendly stuff. That is, until Scrappy-Doo, aka Runt, is seen in the pack and kicked off to Omega School, because who wants Scrappy-Doo in the group, with all his color wolf swamp classmates? But where are they going?
We're going to an ecological phenomenon. Shadow Forest.
It's here we see the Omegas putting their stake in the woods as kings of the forest.
The Omegas are the kings of the forest. We have to show it who's boss. Ah!
I think he just did.
So majestic. Like that piss scene later in the movie.
He's marking my favorite tree?
Oh, gross!
Remember, this is the fan favorite of the sequels. So the wolves make it to Sawtooth Cave. How do we know it's Sawtooth Cave? Because Runt spells it out for our dumbasses, of course.
I think it's Sawtooth Cave. The rocks around the edges look like fangs.
Welcome back, Captain Obvious.
Yes, I am. All those words are spelled correctly.
And there he sees the wolf ghost. Woo! Oh. Why, boy? I gotta be honest with you. I don't care enough to be in this review. This is just too stupid. And I'm just very disappointed in you. To review on this. You're better than that. So you know what? Good day, sir. What the? After being scared stupider, Runt is taken back to the cave where Uncle Tony starts telling the pups the legend of Sawtooth Cave and the wolf ghost. The legend goes that after Tony failed to catch a squirrel, which is definitely enough to end up in the box art, I swear, the wolf ghost stared at him. The end. Wow, what a legend, huh, kids? Right up there, the legend of King Arthur, the legend of Zelda, and now, the legend of Sawtooth Cave and the wolf ghost. So the wolf ghost is giving Runt nightmares of it staring creepily at him in his dreams.
You got a pretty muzzle there, cub.
So Runt decides to face his fears by dragging his siblings out and putting them in danger at the haunted cave. That is, until they meet up with these two.
Identify yourself. Well, we ask you first. And we outrank you guys.
Check out Wolf Girl. She has got some serious attitude.
And what is with that fur? Is that a mullet?
Oh god. It's like... Come toddler with us, boy. Come toddler with us forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Back with the putts, and we start to see a pattern forming in this movie. Wolf Ghost shows up, slowly chases, then disappears. Slowly stares, then disappears. Slowly chases, then I question why I review movies for a living. Then disappears. Then Runt breaks the laws of physics again and climbs a tree to see spoopy eyes in the cave, which belong to this wolf here, who signals Runt to show him that his brother is going to die.
I see him!
Okay, 1. How did you fall in there when there's a ledge right there? You would need to have fallen twice. And 2. Animation on par with the first movie, huh? The pups survived the ordeal, or as the brilliant critics of Rotten Tomatoes puts it, "Isn't that cute, but he's screwy." I've officially just lost all faith in humanity and God. So what are the moron parents that are Kate and Humps to do? Oh, now they start being actual parents towards the pups. Overprotective, caring, but it falls on deaf ears when the pups bring up a valid point.
Get yourself into a situation.
Yeah, a situation that could be bad. Leads to bad things.
Didn't you two get into a lot of situations?
But I wouldn't say it led to bad things. Well, not in the end, at least.
Well, if you don't count you 3 mistakes, I guess it didn't lead to many. So, the overprotective parent subplot, which will be immediately resolved in a bit, so let's just move on to the next subplot with these twin wolves. They aren't copied models, we triple dog swear, who are out to get rid of the ghost so they can get the food in the forest. Their subplot goes as such. Evil music stain. meet vanilla girls, get spooked by wolf ghosts, then are mocked for seeing said ghost. Which would be fine if they didn't also claim these porcupines were witches.
And there are these two witches.
Witches?
Yeah, these two porcupines.
How do wolves know what a witch is? Are there witch wolves too? But back to the main plot. Runt goes back to the cave and meets up with who the wolf ghost has apparently been protecting. This blind wolf named Daria. Wanna know her personality? She's blind! She can't see stuff. Sometimes she has keen hearing on par with Daredevil and is able to make out the amount of characters in a scene.
Sounds like wolves. I hear 3 of them.
And sometimes she is so blind she just bumps into things. It's so deep character-wise, like a thimble filled with spit. I get what the writers were trying to do. This is tailored to be the tragic backstory where her pack tried to kill her for being different, or in actual wolf pack terms, being a liability to their survival, where she is saved by this nameless wolf who is supposed to be her mother, but she never gets a name or connection to Daria, and then is just killed off screen. And I'm supposed to feel bad for that? A completely glossed over tragedy and the fact Daria can't see? I didn't even get to know her or her mom. This is just the laziest form of writing to make you feel sorry for a character. Just gives them a disability, so if you don't feel bad for them, you look like a jerk. You want to know how to write a good character with a disability? Take Toph from The Last Airbender. She's a blind little girl, so disability-wise, these two characters are the same. The difference is, Avatar's writers used Toph's blindness to explore how she reacted to the world, reacting to her parents' oversensitive protection, the belittling first impressions of others, and the encompassing compassion and acceptance from her friends. The reason the audience feels emotions for Toph is not because she doesn't have sight, but because of how she acts because of her lack of sight. Daria is just a tag-along artificial sob story for Runt to drag to Rabbit Poo Mountain to find her mother. Really? That's the goal of this crap? Rabbit Poo Mountain? Ugh, forget it, there's even bigger piles of crap to get through. So Runt accepts the quest to take Daria to Rabbit Poo Mountain, but first they are blocked by the Wolf Ghost's spontaneous plant control powers. Oh, it can control plants now. Neat. Anyway, they find their way around by leaping over a gorge, which Daria is afraid to do, even though rationally she's been blind since birth and has no sense of depth. But this movie has shown so little to give, why start now? And back in the A&O's cave, some really inappropriate music cues is going on.
Free. What is it? Oh, full moon.
I'm so confused as to why Alpha and Omega always mixes sexual innuendos.
Lily and I like living in the grass. The very tall grass.
Oh, full moon.
With piss and poo humor.
Bombs away! Paddy, enough with that. I have to get it out of my system.
Oh, gosh, is that what you're doing? I drink out of this lake.
Oh, trust me. Logic is not our friend here.
Sexual tension aside, the idiots realize Runt is gone and leave the less interesting plots behind to go look for him. Parents of the years, folks, parents of the year. Wonder if they also forget when they leave their pups locked in the backseat of the car. But nevertheless, back to Runt, who is dealing with Daria and her porcupine friend almost getting run over by a car.
We have to move. Where are you?
Oh, baby.
Keep talking.
That is one strong back mounting.
Get up! Get up!
See, this is what I mean. Is she blind and helpless, or does she have super acute senses? She should have instantly heard where her friend and the car were, and wouldn't be standing around bumbling like an idiot looking for either, cause she would know where they are. You can't have it both ways. But idiocy continues as Humps and Kate show up to help Daria approach her old pack, asking about her dead mother, who she discovers is dead. What a shock. All the while, evil music is playing with these wolves over here, really pushing that this one in particular is the bad guy, even when he nonchalantly tries to walk over to Kate and Daria. Oh yeah, that's the body language of a cruel tyrant, isn't it? But as it turns out, he was the evil wolf who murdered Daria's mother for going against the pack's law. But what is this evil wolf's name?
Head Wolf. I am not even kidding with that! Wikipedia, the credits! His name is literally Head Wolf! That's not a name! That's a placeholder in an unfinished script! Who would name a character like that? And that's not even the most messed up part. The most messed up part is that this character is deemed the most darkest in the A&O franchise by some of the fans in the A&O fandom. The darkest? This guy? Who appears for like the only third of the movie? He's so dark now? We don't even know his freaking name!
Dark in what sense? Dark in the only third appearance kind? Dark in that he has no character kind? Dark in that he has the exact same thinking as the pre-villain king, who had the exact same sort of keep to our traditions way about him, but who also boasted his superiority and smugness as a character kind?
Head Wolf is as deep as a freaking pudding cup and as dark as a goddamn light bulb.
But we gotta move on now and have the staple final battle with Head Wolf, who chases after Runt and Dahlia through shadowy forests, a bright sunshiny summer day, and back to Shadow Forest, where the wolf ghost of Dahlia's mother faces off with Head Wolf and kills him.
Okay, that was beyond twisted.
That is not even worth a response. Except to say, that is not what dark is.
And huzzah! Dahlia's made part of the pack because of her completely inconsistent hearing capabilities, and Runt is given a licking by his parents, which will definitely spark some furries out there. And we end the movie with firstly a Valley Girl joke.
This is our favorite part, the Valley of the Forest.
This is where we are from.
So, you're Valley Girls.
And an orchestral backdrop. Yeah, that's a field alright. Any particular reason you're holding on this for so long?
Oh, no, there wasn't? Actually, they just wanted to end this artistically, because that's exactly what this movie was. The best in the A&O sequels thus far. No. No.
To push pros in real quick, the idea of a story of acceptance of another despite fear and disability is a good moral and story to tell. And if half the context wasn't ripped out of this story, it could have been cohesive, like learning who Dahlia is as a character, her mother, Head Wolf. All these aspects together can't help but make me think if they were fully developed, if they would have actually saved this movie. But the writing, this feels like an unfinished project, or at the very least, it's like someone had an idea, maybe something very interesting and thought-provoking for the kids, but then had it axed down to a meager 45-minute runtime with the majority of the pages ripped out. This felt like a budgetary nightmare to save money on this mess. Lazy animators. Animation on the wolf's fur may be slightly better, but that's replaced with multiple color swap wolf clones, the same crappy chocolate river, and the lame-ass wolf ghost, whose model isn't even the mom's wolf model, but Scar. You know, that one wolf there from the first Alpha and Omega movie. That means a conscious effort was made to not use the proper model to make the wolf ghost the mom's wolf ghost. How does that even make any sense? Head Wolf, this is not an antagonist. Barely having a presence in the story, not even negatively impacting the protagonist Runt. This was just a third act obstacle because the writing is so shot to hell that they needed to add the stupid wolf fight at the end to make something out of this schlock. Look, we should base our opinions on not what a movie could be, but what it is. Because again, this could have been good. But what Legend of Sawtooth Cave is the most stupidly underwritten Alpha and Omega movie I've seen thus far. Alpha and Omega was better, Alpha and Omega 2 was better, and even though I haven't seen Alpha and Omega 3 from the trailer...
He's got bird issues.
They're not birds! They are monsters!
A stupid movie is a lot better than an underwritten one where no one cared.
Hell, I don't even want this movie in my collection. They didn't care enough for it, so why should I? I'm getting rid of this right now. Okay. Hey, where did 804 go? I just played it right on here.
Hey, white boy. What are you doing?
I'm getting rid of my copy of Alpha and Omega: The Legend of Sawtooth Cave. What does that look like? I just can't find the DVD right now.
White boy, you don't own Alpha Omega 4.
What? Of course I do, Smolder. I had the DVD case right... Did I imagine it all?